Today, guys, I'm going to be doing a guide on how to use red chinchompas at Apatow. And for your equipment, you're going to want to use Void and then a Source Cape if you have it. If not, just use like a Skill Cape or maybe even the Accumulator. And just snakeskin boots if you can't afford Ranger's boots. Ring of Life if you don't want an Archer ring. Archer's ring, I think it's like +4 to range, which isn't that much difference. And then you're going to want a prayer book, and I would suggest the Zamrock book because it has the best range bonus out of all of them. However, the other ones will work as well since they still have the prayer bonus. And for the inventory, you're just going to want to have 4 range potions, about 16 to 17 prayer potions, 2 super anti-poisons, about 3 rock tails. You can use other food as well, but rock tails work the best. And a gree, and I typically use the small ninja monkey one because it allows you to run faster than the other ones do. And then a teleport. So to get there, you're going to want to start at the Grand Exchange, use the teleport tree, and then you go to the Tree Gnome Stronghold. And I just want to apologize ahead of time, guys, for the frame rate. I don't know why, but every time that I've been recording recently, it has been giving me issues. So if it appears a little laggy, it's just the frame rate. It's not my computer. It's not laggy at all right now for me. So it just shows up like that in the video for some reason. It's probably something to do with Camtasia, although I'm not sure. So yeah, just bear with me there. I'm sure you guys can still see everything that you need to see on here. So you just go up the ladder to the first floor, or I guess it would be the second floor, my bad. And then you find this guy. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that. Go to Apatow. Although, since you've done Monkey Madness, I'm assuming, you will know that you don't go to Apatow. You have to go to the Crash Island from this guy. And then once here, you take the boat. And then you finally arrive on Apatow. And then once on Apatow, you want to use the gree, equip it. This way, none of the poison spiders here attack you when you get poisoned like ahead of time. So just go ahead and equip that. Just run straight to the west until you find the dungeon icon on the map. I'm going to climb down the ladder. And there are a few different places down here that you can go to kill these. I just click straight behind where you come in at, so then you don't have to do any more clicking for a while. So then it takes you all the way over here. And quick note for the gree, you want to use that because while you have that equipped, none of the monsters down here will attack you. The falling rocks still hurt you, obviously, as well as the spike traps. So you still need to be aware of those. Although, if you have high hit points, you can probably just run right through the spike traps. Just use a super anti-poison potion, because the spike traps do poison you. So that is why I would use super anti-poison over regular, because you will get poisoned multiple times. So when you use the super, it will not allow you to get poisoned for like a certain amount of time after that. And there are a few different spots. As you can see, this guy has one spot right here. That is not the one that I like to use. It's more just preference, I guess. But yeah, I'll start the video again when I get to my spot. Alright, so my spot is right over here, right past that gas. So, you got poisons, you want to cure that, of course. Then, eat 1 piece of food, put on your prayers. For prayer, I like to use Eagle Eye as well as Protect from Melee. Protect from Melee you must have, but Eagle Eye just allows you to get more experience per hour. Although it is not necessary. Some people, I guess, don't use it because it uses more prayer potions, so you can't stay down here as long. Although, as you guys just saw, it doesn't take long at all to get down here from the bank. So, when you first come down here, there won't be that many attacking you. There'll be about 3 or 4. Here comes the other one right now. But, as they die, they will respawn from their bones, and then as well as respawn as normal. So, you will get more, and I like to move from these 2 spots. I'll show you guys a picture of it in a second. It just allows them to gather in a setup that's better fitted for getting like more experience because you attack more of them at one time. So every once in a while this will happen. There'll be like a row here and then like a row over here. And what you want to do when that happens is just kind of move around. It doesn't really matter where you move. Just move around until you get like a nice square of them like that so that you can just attack all of them at once. And then once the bones start to pile up like this, you want to make sure to pick them up. Because if you just leave them there, then they're not going to respawn. So you want to do that to get the max experience again. And then really just drop them anywhere. Sometimes I like to drop them just like come down here, or like come over to the side here, and drop them. That way, like as you're killing the skeleton monkeys, that like the bones from when you kill them don't drop on top of them. Basically, when it comes to setup for these, you don't want them like this so that they're all like in 3 spaces. You want to move so that they move too. And eventually they'll form a square like this, and then you just attack the one in the middle. That way you're attacking 9 of them opposed to like just a few, as well as if they're all just in 3 spots, then all the bones are going to drop in the exact same spot, and then you just have to pick them up and move them, so it ends up wasting more time, and it saves by moving one like click. So something else that I'd like to mention that a lot of the guides out there don't mention is you do in fact want to have it on short fuse, because that allows you to get more experience per hour. It's faster. It may not be as accurate, but it's really not going to be that much of a difference, and it does allow you to get more experience. So what I like to do is I bring about 16 prayer potions and 4 of these range potions. So that's a total of 16 doses of range potion. So for each prayer potion that I use 1 dose of range potion. So just like right before I start a new prayer potion, I just take a sip of this. So that way I'm always potted up and I hit more. And as you can see, I just leveled. I actually was level 84 yesterday, so it is pretty good experience. I get about 300k experience an hour. One trip down here lasts about an hour and a half, depending on your prayer level and range level. So at my prayer and range levels, I get about an hour and a half down here. And then I just quickly bank. It takes about 5 minutes to get back, maybe a little bit less. I use about 1.8k to 2k chinchompas per trip. It changes a little bit, but not that much. It's normally about 1.2 or 1.8, excuse me, to 2k per trip, which is 400k experience, as I said. And then also, sometimes you'll get these skeletons that like become non-aggressive like this. Usually it'll be about 2 or 3. Yeah, there's another one. So once that happens, I'm gonna just go ahead and take that off. At least I do, so that I don't waste my prayer. But obviously keep protect from melee on. Just run over here, avoid the traps so you don't get poisoned and hit for more hit points, because you have limited food and stuff, so you don't want to waste that when it's not absolutely necessary. Just run down here so the ones that are non-aggressive are no longer showing up on your map, and then when you return back over here, they all attack you. Once again, just avoid the traps, go back over to your spot. On another thing, make sure that at all times you're under this rock if at all possible. Like obviously if you have to go pick up some bones or something, you can't be at all times, but when the screen starts to shake like that, it drops rocks, which will hit you for about 30 to 40 life points, which isn't too bad, but they add up after a while, especially if you're of lower hit points. When they respawn from their own bones, eventually if you don't kill them, like after a certain amount of time, they'll turn into burning bones, and then they will no longer spawn from their own bones. So that's all that the burning bones mean. Alright, so then once your prayer runs out and you're all out of potions and everything, you want to teleport to your house. Well, you can really teleport anywhere, but I would suggest your house just because once your prayer runs out and you're about to die, like as you can see, my hit points are still going down. So if you die when you teleport, you will be in your house and then you can just respawn like right outside of the portal. And another reason is if you have an altar in your house like I do, you can just go to that and charge your prayer up and get a random, of course. Gotta love Jagex. So anyway, as I was saying, um, yeah, so you come to your house and you recharge your prayer if you have an altar. If not, you can just teleport to like Lumbridge or something and recharge it there and then teleport back to the Grand Exchange. But I have everything that I need in my house, so I just charge my prayer and come down here to my glory and I go to Edgeville. And then after I'm in Edgeville, just run back over to the Grand Exchange, go to the tree, and go for another trip. Alright guys, so thanks for watching, and I'm sorry the video was about 12 minutes long, but I wanted to make it as in-depth as possible, and to make sure I didn't leave anything out. So if you guys have any questions, just leave it as a comment, and I'll try to answer you as soon as I can.